As you can see, a much different scene than it was yesterday, a lot quieter. This afternoon, Medford police held a press conference releasing the names of those suspects involved in yesterday's officer shooting. Now, Medford police do confirm that Wayne Pearson and Siobhan Willard were inside of that vehicle. They were shot by those officers. Now, these are the mugshots from last year from Bonneville County, Idaho. A warrant was actually out for their arrest in Idaho. And officers saw their vehicle yesterday after receiving a tip earlier this week that they may be in the area.
We have been in contact with the law enforcement authorities in Idaho in reference to potential charges in Idaho. Both subjects are listed as stable condition at RRMC as a result of their injuries.
We're also told that 2 officers received minor injuries. They're expected to be okay. Back out here live, a very chaotic scene today, as neighbors just came out to kind of assess the damage, trying to cope with really what had happened. This is one of the only key lefts of evidence that's here. You can see it's a bullet through a siding of a garage. I spoke with the man who lives in this home, and he says he was just feet away from actually being shot.
It was a war zone. It was a war zone, and I was in the military, so when I heard that, I was shocked. When I saw it continue, that shocked me even more.
Cal Thumb watched Thursday afternoon as law enforcement agencies swarmed his neighborhood. Unafraid of the gunfire, Thumb walked out of his house and says he saw an ATF agent open fire.
He was taking a shotgun, whoop, boosh, whoop, boosh, whoop, boosh, you know.
Medford police say it all began when a Department of Justice officer spotted a car near the Motel 6 on Biddle Road, associated with 2 wanted suspects from Idaho, Wayne Pearson and Siobhan Willard. But when the suspects didn't stop, a pursuit began. The fugitives turned into Northcrest Circle, a cul-de-sac off of Hilton Drive behind the Medford Best Buy.
The police had got him cornered, you might say.
Okay.
You know, and they wanted him to stop, but he was determined to get away. So he accelerated like crazy.
Jean Stolich saw it all play out from her kitchen window.
And then they realized he was trying to get away, and then I heard many shots. Many shots shooting out the vehicle.
One of those shots ricocheted, almost hitting Thumb. Instead, it hit his house.
At first, I thought it was the bad guy's bullet, but we found out that the bad guys weren't firing.
While Thumb says he's glad the suspects have been caught, he thinks police used unnecessary force.
It was non-life-threatening to these officers. There was nobody shooting at them. There was nobody trying to kill them. There was nobody going after them.
Medford police say the truck accelerated towards the officers and intentionally struck the occupied police car. Investigators from the Multi-Agency Major Assault and Death Investigation Unit are now working the case.
We will schedule a grand jury to hear this case, to look at both the officers' actions as to whether they were whether it was right for them to use deadly force in the way that they did, and then also to look at the suspects' actions, and then that grand jury could return indictments.
Now, per protocol, the Medford police say that the 2 officers involved from their department have been put on paid administrative leave. Live in Medford, Kyle Lieberman, NBC5 News.